He made deals worth $1.8 billion in 2015. What are his plans for 2016? Joining us now at the PDAC is Randy Smallwood, CEO of the silver streamer, Silver Wheaton. Randy, good to have you back on the program.
A silver and gold streamer.
Silver and gold streamer.
Thank you so much, Daniela.
So 2015, your busiest year yet, correct?
Yeah, 2 acquisitions, each worth $900 million. One, a very good gold stream out of Brazil. We expanded on our Salobo, and the second one was Antamina, silver out of Antamina. Again, top quality assets. When I look at the tenor of those assets, it's easily our best year for acquisitions in the company's existence.
So I want to talk about 2016, but first let's talk about the current status of your case with the CRA. Give us an update here, Randy.
Sure. We received the notice of assessment for the years 2005 to 2010 back in September. We immediately filed a notice of objection. Early this year, in January, we filed a notice to take it out of the CRA's hands and put it into the court system. We just feel that this is a case of law. We've clearly followed the laws. We're very comfortable with our position, so we think that by taking it into the court system, we'll get this dealt with as fast as we can.
How much of a standstill does it leave you in right now?
Well, obviously it has an impact on our share price. We think it's had more than enough impact in terms of our share price. We are very confident in terms of our position, and so by taking it to the court system, this will get resolution as fast as we can.
All right, so you had a couple of big deals in 2015. You still have cash available, so what are your plans for 2016?
Still a very ripe market for us. We've seen a bit of movement in precious metals, but most of our market, if you look back at the most recent transactions that we've done, they're all base metal mining companies. We haven't seen as much action in the base metal space yet in terms of that. So we still see lots of opportunities up there to grow. Maybe nothing the size or the tenor of Antamina and Salobo. Salobo is one of the best assets that we've got in our portfolio. But there is still some very good opportunities out there for us to continue growing, and we're aggressively looking for those opportunities.
Well, we saw record transactions, $4 billion in 2015. Silver Wheaton, as I mentioned, big contributor to that. But many are saying that we just have to see a slowdown now in 2016. Do you agree?
Well, I think the market itself sort of dictates the speed that we go forward, right? And the need on the other side, there's still a strong need for capital in the base metal space, so there's lots of opportunities out there. And with our company, we're generating such strong cash flows. We're up over $500 million in free cash flow this year. On a per year basis, we've got incredible growth going forward, so we've got plenty of capacity to continue growing.
What do you say to those who say, well, the streamers actually hurt the miners out there, especially when the gold price rallies, and some even refer to the streamers as a new form of hedging? I've asked the other CEOs of streaming companies this question. I want to get your thoughts on it as well.
Well, I'm going to call a case just recently. Look at the Rubicon transaction. There is risk on the streaming side. One of our peers didn't do well on that transaction, lost some money on that Rubicon transaction. So it's not hedging. Hedging has guaranteed returns. There is risk on our side. What we have to do is be very selective about what we invest into. For the guys that are out there, and there's a few higher profile individuals that are out there kind of stirring it up, they're the same ones that want to pick up stock, and I would call those guys vulture investors in terms of trying to dilute the company out and take that. And so a company has the option of either issuing shares and equity and diluting themselves out. If you issue 20% of your stock out, you're essentially giving away 20% of your asset going forward. When we come in with a stream, we're looking at maybe 5 to 10% of that asset going forward, and I can tell you the capital that you get from a stream is a lot more than what you get from issuing, especially in these markets, 20% of the stock out there. So for those certain individuals that definitely like sort of highlighting that, I think when you sit back and look at it, they're the guys that are out there trying to buy stock at a deep discount and try and dilute all the existing shareholders out. Keep in mind, all of us executives, we work for our existing shareholders, not the new ones that we bring in. That is dilution. That is selling off a part of the company to new shareholders going forward. There's not a lot of difference in the net effect, but when you look at it right now, there's a lot more capital from a streaming agreement than there is from doing an equity financing.
You speak very passionately about that, Randy. Finally, I want to get your thoughts on this rally we've seen in gold. Do you think it's sustainable?
Yeah, I think it's more, and if you look across the spectrum, I think you'll agree with me. It's more a weakness in the US dollar that we're seeing, because we're seeing some strength in oil prices, we're seeing some strength in base metal prices. I think what we're starting to see is the collapse of the last reserve currency out there, or the start of the collapse. So weakness in that US dollar is going to start giving hard value to the real assets out there, and gold and silver, both are great hard assets to own.
Randy, best of luck in 2016. Thanks for stopping by.
Always enjoyed, Daniela. Thank you.
And thanks for watching our coverage here from the PDAC. We'll have much more for you. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much, Randy.
Come discover the world's greatest geological potential. Our potential is your opportunity.